Brendan Brown, Career CCT. I am with Karen Ross. How long have you been teaching and what grade?
I've been teaching 18 years, and majority of those years it's been grade 8.
What made you decide that you wanted to become a teacher?
Well, it was always kind of my plan B. Plan A was to use my degree in music, do my master's. But then reality set in about paychecks and how to pay for bills, and then I thought, I think I should use my degree differently. So I went back to school and I got my teaching certificate.
I guess that eliminates the next question because I was asking if you had a plan B. What is the pay from like someone starting teaching to someone that has been in it for a long time?
Well, it's quite a range. I don't know what new teachers start at, but it's like, are we talking gross pay or net? Probably gross.
Probably, yeah.
I think you start in the 40s, high 40s, low 50s, and you can earn as much. It depends on your qualifications. There's 4 levels of pay grade.
Yeah.
So you can get up to 100,000 for sure. Principals make a little over that.
All right. If you could restart, would you pick the same, would you still be a teacher?
Oh, totally. Yeah, even though it was my plan B. I come from a family of teachers. I always kind of wanted to do it, but it wasn't my plan A. But you know what? I'm really glad it worked out this way because I love it. I love what I do.
What are some benefits that come with being a teacher?
Well, other than the obvious ones of
Yeah.
like summers off.
Yeah.
It keeps me young, especially teaching 13 and 14-year-olds. And it's keeping me up to date with technology. If I was in some other job, I don't think I'd know this much about technology because of what my students teach me and how the classroom's just changed. You know, it's not textbooks anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm always learning. I just love that part of my job. It never ends.
What are some of the cons and/or anxiety that come with being a teacher?
Oh, there's lots of anxiety. Am I going to reach every student? No, I'm not. I've come to accept that. Is every student going to like me? No. I've come to accept that too. Now it's more, I don't focus so much on, are they learning everything about curriculum? I'm more worried about, are they learning their social skills and a good work ethic, because I think that goes a lot farther. Nowadays we can just look anything up, but you can't look up how to be a good person. You can't look up how to show integrity and respect. So I focus more on that part of my job now, I think.
What do you think the future of teaching is going to be? Do you think there's going to be a shortage of teachers, or do you think there's going to be a lot of them?
Oh, I don't know. I think our system is in for a bit of an overhaul, but I'm trying to remain positive because change is always good. It's scary,
Yeah.
but change is good. Good things can come from an overhaul of the system, and politics has a lot to play with that, but I try not to affect my classroom. I had a lot of great teachers growing up, and I try to be a lot like them.
Do you have any advice for someone trying to become a teacher?
Advice. Listen. Sometimes we do a lot of talking, and we don't do enough listening. Because as a teacher, sometimes you are more of a role model than you realize for kids, and kids need role models because sometimes they stop listening to their parents, and sometimes their parents aren't the greatest role models, and it's an important job to make sure that you're always setting a good example.
What courses does someone have to take to become a teacher in post-secondary education?
In post-secondary, well, you just have to have, it depends if you want to go into elementary or secondary. Elementary, I only had to have one focus, which was music. If I wanted to go into secondary, I had to have a minor. So like, and they call that a second teachable, and I'm sure it's still like that. So yeah, I wasn't sure at that time because my music was so busy. My second teachable would have been languages because I studied a lot of languages too. Yeah, but I don't have a second teachable.
Last question, how long does work happen out of school hours?
As much as I want it to. I used to take work home every night and on the weekends, and I don't think I was very happy in those years. I had to learn to leave work at work, and I don't just mean the marking, I mean the mental part of it too. And that takes a lot of practice.
Like if a student gives you a bad day, you gotta just leave it at school instead of bringing it home.
Yeah, because chances are that student's not really thinking about it anymore, but I am, and because students are so resilient, they're good at that age, letting things go, but adults aren't. They can vacillate over things, and I should have said it. I should have said something else, or I wish I didn't react that way. And it also helps not having any internet at home. I purposely don't, so I don't bring work home, and I'm not always staring at a screen either. So I'm proud of that. I'm going on 9 years with no internet in my house. My guests don't like it, but oh well.
All right, that is it. Thank you for your time.
Okay.